Hello, Sultana.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good and excited.
Excited about what?
I'm gonna go to like next week, Wednesday. I'm going to go to, what do you call it? My new art tutoring.
Hmm. Last time, why were you absent? You didn't say anything, but I waited for you.
So I came right after school and we had to, go to my, what do you call it?
You mean Sunday
Sunday?
or Thursday? Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday. So I came from school and it was right away we had to go to my what do you call it, aunt's house because my grandpa, he left today to his country and we were expecting to stay like for only like 2 hours, but you know how my parents are, they keep talking like really long and we stayed until like 9 and it was like really, really long.
Hmm. I'm talking about Sunday. Yes, Sunday. You had class usually at 11 o'clock, but you didn't join the
Sunday?
class on Sunday.
Um,
It's okay, Sultana. Let's continue. Okay. So your school ended already, right? Did you
no.
finish your school year?
No, it didn't end. It ends at June 25th.
Oh, 25th. So you have school. All right. Sultana, maybe from now on, I'll try to check your homework, okay? Because if you do not do in a piece of paper or notebook, okay, with your hand, writing, taking notes, you may forget so quickly, okay? So, but
Okay.
when you write and do the questions, it's not easy to forget what you have written
You're
in a
gonna
piece
like
of
send the
paper.
homework to my dad.
Hmm?
So you're gonna like give me a separate sheet and tell me to do it?
Yeah, I send this, but also you should do this and take a picture and send it to me, all right? All right. Sultana, let's start. Read the question.
What is the volume of the triangular prism shown below?
Okay. And once again, triangle prism and the cylinder, right? What is the volume formula? What do you remember about the volume formula? Base area times height. You remember?
Oh yeah.
And now in our case, the base is triangle, right?
Yeah.
We say this one is base. Let me just shade this. So this is the base of the pyramid, prism. And
Yeah.
how do you find the area of the triangle, Sultana?
Uh, Multiplying?
If you're given a triangle and the height, right? This one is height and this one is base. Let's say this base, right?
Yeah.
So the area of this triangle is equal to 1 over 2 times base times height.
Yeah.
So you should remember this. These are very fundamental, basic figures that you should know. So area of the triangle, you should say that 1/2 times base times height. So in our case, all right, now I'm going to find the volume of the prism. To find the volume of the prism, we have to find the base area and multiply this by height. So what is the base area? It's a triangle, right? Another
Yeah.
triangle height is given, it is 3. Base is given, it is 8. So base is equal to 1 over 2 times base. It is 8 times height. It is 3. So this one is the base of the prism. And now I multiply this by the height of the prism. Actually, let me just write this in capital letters so they can see the difference. So if we are talking about the height of the prism. So this one is the height of the prism.
Okay.
Okay, height means, for example, what is your height? Your height is, let's say, 1.55 centimeters, right? It's a distance between your top and the bottom. And so the height is given, it is 13. That's the first important step in solving questions or finding the volume. First, you have to know what formula you should use. And number two, what is given and plug it into the equation. So equals, now let's simplify. What is 1/2 of 8, Sultana?
Uh, 4,
4. 4 times 3?
12.
12. What is 12 times 13?
12 times 13. Uh,
We can multiply like this, okay? Just let's do mental exercise. This 12, I can write it
wait,
as
it's 150 something.
6
56, yeah.
because 2 times 3 is 6, so the last digit should be 6. Very good. 156. So the volume of the prism is, then it is C.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I have
cylinder and prism, the volume is base area times height. What is base area? Cross-sectional area. If you just cut it from its belly, that's parallel to the ground, that is called the base area or cross-sectional area. Yes, Sultana.
I have a question. Do you know anything about the CBT field test?
What is it?
I don't know. I got an email a couple of days ago, and it's something that it's a new program thing they're trying to test out for math. It's apparently like it's called a CBT field test. It's just practice. It doesn't really count as your full grade or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm confused. Like what is this?
It's just a name of the test.
CBT test. Do my like teachers see my score of it or anything like that?
Usually with a CB, it must actually stand for like curriculum-based test. It's based on your curriculum. What do you study in, for example, seventh grade? Operations on
Probability
integers,
or
rational numbers, and how to solve simple linear equations, linear inequalities, word problems, proportion problems. Okay, Sultan, let's continue. If you have this kind of test, okay, you should ask your teacher to give some website or worksheet. Okay, if you bring, we can also practice because they can give a lot of different names. But after all, if you understand these concepts well, you can solve every question in math, Sultana, because math
yeah,
is the same thing in every part of the world.
okay.
There may be a little bit different questions, but if you have a good skill, a skill set, that means a skill set means that do you understand the problem correctly? Number one. Number two, do you know how to add or subtract or multiply or divide rational numbers? And number three, do you know how to solve simple linear equations or inequalities and proportion problems? Then you can do most of the questions. Read the question, Sultan.
The diagram below shows the radius of the circular opening of a
Drinking
drink.
cup, yes.
Which of the following is closest to the circumference of the opening in centimeters?
Which of the following is closest to the circumference of the opening in centimeters? So what is the
The
circumference
only
formula?
number
The top is a
shows,
circle, right? Yes.
but the only number shows is 4. How am I supposed to know
Now, did you understand the question first?
that? Yeah.
Okay, the top is circle, right? It's asking the circumference of the circle. How do you calculate the circumference of the circle? What is the
Look at
circumference of a circle?
pi.
2 pi r.
Oh yeah, 2
Last time
pi.
I showed you, I told you, Sultan, try to remember this. These are very fundamental things. Area of the circle, circumference of the circle, area of the rectangle, and square and triangle, trapezoid. These are very fundamental figures. And what is the area of a circle, Sultana?
Oh wait, I know this. It was like
Pi
yeah, it was pi, uh, pi r or something,
square.
r2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This thing you should know, Sultana. So circumference 2 pi r. It is the length of the circle, and area is the area of the circle, pi r squared. So since it's asking the circumference of the opening, right? The top. So we know the radius. So just write the circumference is equal to 2 times pi times r. What is r? It is 4. And now this pi, approximately I can use, pi is approximately equal to 3.14. Also, I can write 2, but since we are approximating, you don't have to take. 2 times 4, it is 8 times 3.14. Now just multiply the whole part first. Watch the sound, watch, turn it off.
Sorry, my computer died.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it new computer or still old one?
old one. I've updated it recently.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Sultana, are okay now?
Yeah, we're
All
good.
right, let's continue. So, Sultana, when I say area of the triangle, you should say immediately it is 1/2 times base times height. Rectangle, length times width, right? Square, A times A. That's length times length. And how about the circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. Area pi r squared. And this question is asking the circumference, right? Let's apply 2 pi r. And 2 times 4 it is 8. Pi is 3.14. Now if you multiply this, 8 times 4 it is 32. 8 times 1, 8 plus 3 is 11. 8 times 3, 24 plus 1, 25. So
Yeah.
the answer is 25.12. So which is closest to 12 or 50 or 25 or 8? Which one is it?
C.
It is 25. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's continue. Now you try the next question. Let's see. Read the question.
The model of the background of the basketball goal is composed of a rectangle and a semicircle. Use a ruler provided, measure the dimensions of the model to the nearest half inch. So,
It says use a ruler provided to measure the dimensions of the model to the nearest half inch. Okay, so this one is measurements. If it is on the paper, we could do this, but now I'll just skip this, okay?
oh, okay.
All right.
You
Next
are you gonna
question.
send it to me to do for homework?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. The nearest of square pyramid is shown in the diagram. What is the total surface area of the square perimeter? I mean, pyramid in square inches.
Okay. The net of a square pyramid. Net means that the open version of a solid, right? Because it's a solid, three-dimensional figure. Now it's saying that the net of a square pyramid. So that means that the base is square is shown in the diagram. So we have to find the total surface area of the square pyramid. So that means that we have to find the area of this each polygon and add it up.
Oh, okay.
Can you do that?
Uh, yeah.
We have four triangles. They are identical, right? They are congruent. So to find the area of one triangle and multiply this by 4. And area of the square and add it, you get the total surface area. We're gonna try. I will give you 1.5 minutes. Okay. And also you know how to find the area of the triangle. It is 1/2 times base times height. Then we will discuss that. Okay. You have 1.5 minutes.
Okay. Um,
Yes. What did you get?
208.
Very good. Very good, Sultana. Because the area of one triangle, right? Let me just write here. So that's equal to 1/2. Since it is square, all sides are equal. It is 8, right? The base is 8. 8 times 9. 1/2 of 8 is 4. 4 times 9, it is 36. So now this one is, the second one is, this area is 8 times 8. It is 64. So now I'm going to find the total surface area. Total surface area equals 4 times 36. And the base is 64, which is equal to 208 inches squared. Okay, very good. Question 20. Read the question.
The measure of two angles in a triangle are shown in the diagram. Which equation can be used to find the value of x?
What do you call this triangle, Sultana? Look at this carefully.
Um, if I'll be honest, I don't really know.
If two sides are equal, it's called isosceles.
Hmm? What is that?
It means that in a triangle, if two sides are equal, such triangles are called isosceles triangles.
Oh,
Okay, we have isosceles triangle and we have equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. Scalene triangle, all sides are different. So here it's an isosceles triangle, which means two sides are equal. That means that also these base angles, we call this base angle, also they should be equal. Because opposite equal sides, there are equal angles. We have equal angles, opposite equal sides. And another question, Sultana, do you remember what is the sum of the interior angles of a triangle? Triangle?
Uh,
If you're given a triangle, let me draw here. The angles are, let's say this one is X, this one is Y, this one is Z. And what is X plus Y plus Z?
uh, um,
100,
and
80 degrees.
oh,
The sum of the interior angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. It's a theorem in geometry. Okay?
yeah,
Now, can you tell me, Sultana, what is the sum of the interior angles of a rectangle?
um,
Huh?
100, 360.
360, because this is 90, 90, 90, 90. That's why it's 360. But in general, if you're given any quadrilateral, it has four sides. It doesn't have to be there the same or not. And also interior angles, the sum of the interior angles is 360. And why 360, Sultana? Because I can divide it into two triangles. And this is 180, right? And this is 180. That's why it's 360. If it is pentagon, 3 times 180, 540. Okay, now let's get back to our question, Sultana. And now knowing this, right, since we know that the sum of the interior angles of any triangle is 180, now I can form this equation. X degrees plus X degrees plus 48 degrees must be equal to 180 degrees, right?
Yeah,
Now if we simplify this, what is X plus X?
2x.
2X. So 2X plus 48 is equal to 180. When you're solving equations, you don't have to write degrees. So which equation can be used to find the value of X?
Uh, I forgot the name.
No, look at the answers. A, B, C, D. Which one is it?
I think it's
Hmm?
A.
It's A, right? Because 2X plus 48 or 48 plus 2X is the same thing. So this equation should be used to solve to find the value of X.
Yeah.
Now, can you solve this, Sultana? Solve this equation. Tell me what is the value of X?
Okay. 66.
66. Right? Very good. Because
Mm,
first, if we divide both sides by 2, X plus 24 is equal to 90 degrees. And 90 minus 24, that is 66 degrees. It's that easy. Okay, Sultan, let's continue. 21, read the question.
Huh? Mr. Brown planted a vegetable garden. The circle graph shows the kinds of vegetable he planted and the percentage of the area of the garden each kind of vegetable occupy? Mr. Brown's garden has an area of 160 square feet. How many square feet of Mr. Brown's garden is occupied by cabbage?
So that means that this total area, it is 160, right? Square feet.
Oh, yeah.
So 25% is lettuce, and 45% is broccoli, and 10% is string beans, and cabbage, we don't know yet, and carrots, 5%. And now the first question, Sultana. What percentage is the cabbage?
15?
Very good. So cabbage is planted on 15% of this yard, right? Another question is, garden has an area of 160 feet. How many square feet of Mr. Brown's garden is occupied by cabbage? So can you find it now?
Oh, okay.
You should solve like this. We can solve different way, but 160 square feet, right? Represents 100%, right?
Yeah.
And how about 15% represents how much square feet? Cross multiply and solve it.
Is it? Oh, wait, actually, wait, I did something wrong. Uh,
First,
is
if
it?
you cross multiply, did you write this equation?
Yeah, I did
100x
one.
equals 160 times 15, right?
Yeah.
And now divide by 100. X equals 160 times 15 divided by 100. And now the zeros are gone, right?
Mm,
And what is 16 times 15?
16 times. Wait, wait, I know this one. Mm,
Do you remember 15 times 15, Sultana?
240?
Yeah. Yeah, 15 times 15, 240, 25. But 16 times 15, one more 15, it is 240. So here we have 240 divided by 10. And also the zeros are gone. They cancel out each other. So that's equal to 24. So the area which is occupied by cabbage is 24 square feet. Okay?
Yeah.
That is how we solve questions mathematically. The number one, formulate, and after that, or set up the equation and solve it. Okay, read the question. It's about statistics here.
Oh, I'm bad at statistics.
It's very
Uh,
easy, Sultan. Just you haven't seen that. Maybe I can teach you statistics. Okay, you don't have to learn know a lot about statistics. Four things. What are they? Mean, median, mode, and range. You have to know the meaning of these words. And to represent data, right? Or to present data, we use 9 or 8 different methods. All right, what are they? Number one, using tabulation or frequency table or bar graph or line graph or histogram or pie chart, or this one is, what is it? Dot diagram. And that's it. We have 8, 9 different ways, and it's really easy to read. Okay, you have never seen this maybe, or you didn't learn. Well, that's why it looks a bit weird, but it's really easy. Read the question.
Waldo and Freddie caught a fish one weekend. The dot plot shows the length of fish they caught. Which statement about length of the fish caught by Waldo and Freddie appears to be true?
Length
Uh,
of all those fish, right? Okay, Valdo and Freddy caught fish one weekend. The dot plots, you see, this is called dot plots or dot diagram. Sometimes we call it dot diagram or dot plots, the same thing. Dot plots show the length of the fish they caught. You see? So what does this 15 dot mean, Sultana?
um,
Above 15, we have one. What does it mean? Valdo
okay.
caught one fish, which is 15 inch, and three fishes, which is 17 inch. Two fishes, right? 18. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 19 inch. And 20, only one. And 21, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Right? And also you can actually, if I ask a Sultana, can you show this in a table? How do you show that? Also, you can show like this. If your table is like this, okay? So this one is, let's say this length, and this one is number. Okay, and 15-inch length, how many fish do you have? Only one. And the 60 we don't have to write this. 17, 1 to 3, and 18, 2, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And 20, it is 1, and 21, 4. So this dot diagram or this table, they represent the same data. But sometimes dot diagram is better. Sometimes table is better. Sometimes bar graph is better. Okay. Sultan,
Yeah.
did you get it?
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you look at Freddy's fish, right? The length of Freddy fish and inch. 15 inch. How many fish did he catch?
He caught like
Three, right? 15-inch
three.
fish. We're talking about this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So 15-inch fish, Freddy caught three. 16-inch fish, only one. 17-inch fish, it is two. 18-inch fish is one. 19, three. 21, five. 22, two. Okay, did you understand the graph now?
Yeah.
Okay, now read the question.
Uh, which statement about the lengths of the fish caught by Waldo and Freddie to be appears to be true?
Mm-hmm. Read option A.
Uh, the data for Waldo's fish and data for Freddie's fish are skewed, right? Uh,
Okay, next.
the median the median length of fish caught by Waldo is greater than median length of fish caught by Freddie. Mm, the range of the length of the fish caught by Freddie is greater than the range of the fish Waldo, caught by Waldo.
Okay,
Mm,
all right. Let's go one by one. Now the first one, it says that the data for Waldo's fish and the data for Freddy's fish are skewed to the right. Okay, so to the right means that it is mm, if you draw, let me just, if you connect this, something like this, right? If you connect this, for example, these points is something like this. Okay. Now, if you look at the first one, So it's like this part is longer, right? If you look, just divide it into two parts, this part is longer. For example, between 22, right? 15 plus 20 to 37 divided by 2 is 18. So this one is a midpoint, right? Somewhere here. To the left and to the right. Which one is longer, left or right? So left is like a tail, right?
So
Okay, let me just show you. Skewed, skewed to the right and the left. All right. Okay. So we have, three different types of graph in statistics. All right. Can you see this, Sultana?
yeah,
So if our graph is something like this, U shape, okay? So that is symmetric. So if it is skewed to the right or right skewed, is going up and down, it's like a slide, okay? The tail is to the right. And left skewed or skewed to the left, okay? So the tail is to the left of the figure. It looks like a tail. That's why it says that it's skewed to the left. This one is skewed to the right. Image is like a tail. Is the tail, if it has a tail, is it to the right or to the left, or if it is symmetric?
yeah,
Okay, in our case, do we have such case? Now, for example, is it symmetric? No. Is it skewed to the right? And both, it says that skewed to the right, it's not. Skewed to the right means that, what is it? The tail, right? Skewed to the right, it should be something like that, the graph. But if you just, what is it? Join the tops of this point, we don't have such case here. Okay. Option B, with the option B.
Uh, the median length caught by fish caught by Waldo is greater than the median length fish. Wait, what?
The median
Waldo?
length of the fish caught by Waldo is greater than the median length of the fish caught by Freddy.
Um,
Okay. So now if I ask you, how do you find the median of a set of data? Do you remember? And if you remember, I gave the example of our family members. Okay. So in the family, how many people are there? Six or seven?
uh, 6.
Six, right? So this one is the first person. This is the second person. And this is a third person, right? And fourth, and maybe fifth, and sixth, right? And the people right in the middle, because six, I had to pick two, okay? And add them and divide by two. So that's called median. To find the median, you have to arrange a set of data from the smallest to the biggest, Sultana. Who is standing in the middle? That person is in the middle. For example, you're having PE class, right? And usually people should line up before you start your class. And usually, how do you line up? When I was a kid, for example, we line up uh, according to our heights. Okay, the shortest person first stands first, and the tallest person at the back. So the person right in the middle of the line, his height or her height is the median height of this class. So now if you look at this, how many fish they caught? The first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right? So this Waldo, he caught 17 fish. And how about Freddy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Also 17. So which fish's height will be the median, Sultana? It is ninth, right? Because
Yeah,
17, for example, every fish has different length, and you are just actually putting this. This is the first fish, and the second one, and third one, I don't know. So we have 17, right? And right, ninth fish will be right in the middle. Is that right?
yeah,
Okay. Now here we have 17 fish. The first fish height is 15, and second and third and fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9. So this one is 9 fish, right?
Yeah.
And its length is 19. And how about in the second one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 fish is here. Also, its median is 19. So that means that their median length are the same. But what is it saying in option B? Can you read it one more time?
The median length for the fish caught by Waldo is greater than the median length fish uh caught by Fred.
Is it true?
Yeah.
No, they are equal.
Why? It
You see, it is
literally
19 and 19, right?
oh, never mind.
Yes, they are the same. By saying this here is greater, that's why it is wrong. It's also wrong. Not true. Now
Well,
read option C.
the range of the length of the fish uh the range the range of the length by the fish caught by Freddy is greater than the range of the length of the fish caught by Waldo.
Okay,
Uh,
how do you find the range?
you find the range by the most.
Maximum minus minimum.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's find the range. Okay, for Waldo, what is the longest fish? What is the length of the longest fish?
22.
21.
Oh, yeah,
22. He didn't actually, Waldo didn't catch any fish with 22, right? It's 21. And smallest one is 15. So it is 21 minus 15. So the range is 6 centimeters. And
yeah,
how about Freddy's fish? The longest one is 22, right?
yeah,
And shortest one is 15 inches. So it is 22 minus 15. It is 7. And now read option C again.
the range of the length of the fish caught by Freddy is greater than the range of the length of the fish caught by Waldo.
Is it true?
Yeah,
It is true. So this one is the range of the fish called who? Waldo, right? So
yeah,
this one is Freddy. It's saying that Freddy is greater, right, than the range of the length of the fish caught by Waldo. It is true. Because Waldo's range is 6, Freddy's 7. 7 is greater than 6.
yeah.
Okay, next. Read 23.
Cassie wants to buy a pair of shoes for $26.50 and a shirt for $9.50. If the sales tax rate is 8.25%, what will be the amount of sale tax on Cassie's purchase?
Okay.
Uh,
Sultan, I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, do it yourself and tell me your final answer. No hint, no help. You try to do yourself and you will see your result. Okay, you get it. Yes, Sultana.
1 second, I'm almost done. So Basically, so Cassie, she wanted to buy a pair of shoes for $26.50. So it's B because I first did $26.50 $26.50, which are the shoes, and then I added the shirt, which is $36. And
Mm-hmm.
then so I did 8.25% of 36. And then so I did 8.25 times 36 is like 2.2.
Very good. Very good, Sultana. That is 2.97, right?
Yeah.
Good. Wonderful. 24.
1 second. Okay. Um, Maria's monthly income of $2,000. The table displays the different categories in Maria's monthly budget and the amount of money she spends in each category. Which statement is not supported by the information in the table? Uh,
$2,000. The table displays the different categories in Maria's monthly budget and the amount of money she spends in each category. Okay, rent, $900, utilities, $220, cable, 80, cell phone,
Also, that's like
$100,
really, really
savings,
bad.
300, groceries, 320, and other expenses. Okay, what is the question? Which statement is not supported by the information in the table? Okay, let's go one by one. Read the first one, option A.
Mhm.
Sultana, read option
More
A.
than more than one half of Maria's monthly income is spent on rent.
Is it true?
Yeah.
No, Sultana.
Uh, but that's the most.
No, it says more than one half of Maria's monthly income. What is
Uh,
one half of Maria's income?
1,000.
$1,000, right?
Yeah.
But how much did she spend on rents?
900.
But is 900 greater than 1,000?
No.
No, so that's why this falls.
Oh. So,
B,
Maria puts 15% of her monthly income into savings.
okay. What is her savings?
$300.
Now let's check this. What is 15% of $2,000? Hmm? It is $300, right?
Yeah.
So that's correct then. It says that Maria puts 15% of her monthly income into savings. And since 15% of $2,000 is 300 and her savings is 300, then that is a true statement. I say that which is not supported, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. B is supported. So this one is correct. A is not correct. C, also let's check the others. C,
More than one-fourth of Maria's monthly income is spent on utilities, cable, and grocery.
okay. What is one fourth of her income? Monthly income?
Um,
What is one fourth of $2,000?
uh,
500.
500?
Yeah. If you divide 2,000 by 4, it's 500, right?
Oh,
And now let's check. How about this? It's saying that spent on utilities, cable, and groceries. Utilities, how much? 120. Cable, 80. And the groceries, 320. In total, how much? Plus 120 plus 80, 200 plus 120, it is 520. So more than one-fourth of the monthly, it is correct because one-fourth is 500 and 520 is greater than 500. That's also correct. Option
Oh.
D,
Maria spends 14% of her monthly income on her cell phone and other expenses.
is it true? What is
No.
14% of 2000? Can you calculate it?
Okay. 280?
80, right? And now it's saying that Maria spends 14% of her monthly income on her cell phone. Cell phone, how much? $100, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds. And admins plus other expenses, 180. Is it correct?
Mm.
Yes, 100 plus 180 equals 280, right? So
So
that's
there's
also
two
correct.
right answers?
Huh?
So there's two right answers?
No, the answer is A, which is not supported. Which one is false here? A is wrong.
Oh, so I was right.
B, C, D is correct. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The last question, Sultana, then we'll finish the class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Read the question.
The table shows Julian's net worth. Assets are shown in positive numbers and liabilities are shown as negative numbers. Gillian's net worth is 90,500. Based on the information in the table, what is the amount of money Gillian owes for student loans? So,
Okay. So Gillian's net worth is $90,500. Based on the information in the table, what is the amount of money Gillian owes for student loans?
let's see here. So,
Now, if you just add this, what do we get here? The table shows Gillian's net worth. Assets are shown as positive numbers and liabilities are shown as negative numbers. Net worth is $90,500. Based on the information in the table, what is the amount of money for student loans? So student loans, he has to pay, right? Let me just write it as X. And now if you just add them up, it must be equal to 90,500, right? Sultana? Let's start from the top. 87,900. Use your calculator. Plus 950 minus 2,650 plus 10,300 and plus 5,000 minus 1,200 and plus 2,450, which is equal to 100. If you just add them up, 102,750. And how about student loans? I don't know. Let's say this X, but this should be equal to 90,500. And now to calculate X, right, we should subtract. So that is minus, which is equal to 12,250.
yeah,
It is minus because the liability you have to pay, right? So that's why it is B. It's just understanding the table. Okay, Sultana.
yeah,
Sultana, we have class on Sunday, right?
yeah,
If
Sunday.
if there's any reason, tell me at least one day before, okay? Because I can schedule something else so I don't have to waste my time. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sultana, have a good day. I'll see you on Sunday. All right?
Wait, before we leave, can I
Hmm.
show you some of my like drawings? Because I want to go to an art high school.
Say again?
Do you want to see my arts, like my sketches?
Yes.
Okay. I never showed anyone this because I thought it was bad. Okay. Mm, so this one was really old. So, okay. So, see, I'm still a beginner, but this is my favorite drawing right now. And the flower.
Hmm. Flower. Is that a big eye or what? What is that?
It's an eye, but I found out it was haram, so I stopped drawing those. Uh, this is like a sun. This is a sun, like half of its face. Like the you know how the flag of Argentina,
Yeah.
there's a right, something like that. I tried. And then I was watching a SpongeBob episode, and so I drew something.
What is that?
This is Squidward. This I forgot the name of this, but this is SpongeBob.
Is this sea animal?
It's a cartoon, you know, SpongeBob.
Oh, I see. No, actually, it reminds me something.
Yeah, so I started drawing them.
Very nice. Do you collect this or you don't throw it away, right?
Oh no, I keep them all. I was like, I want to be a fashion designer, right? This is my favorite uh, like dress I made.
Mm-hmm. Very
Like I
nice. You need to, you have also a signature you need to sign and take a picture and save it somewhere. Because, as you actually collect this, it's going to help you a lot, especially when you apply for a college in the future. Like also my daughter, she draws and throws away and draws, throws away. I told her, draw somewhere, take a picture and save it.
yeah, there's like this drawing competition that's how going on in my school. So I'm practicing a lot because and if I win that, that could help me with my like high school because I want to go to a LaGuardia High School in Manhattan.
When? After 1 year or next year?
Next in 2 years, like after eighth grade, then
After
I'll
eighth grade, right? Yeah, high school started 9, 10, 11, 12.
yeah.
Because from now on, if you just actually prepare yourself step by step, it's gonna be really useful for you.
Yeah.
Yes, I really appreciate that. It's good also for how to say to relieve from stress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes our students they just sit. I told them, okay, today the whole day you are free. They just sit and sleep. But some students they just keep drawing something or read something. It's very good habit, to spend your time for some useful stuff. Very
Yeah.
nice, Sultana. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. Have a good day. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay,
Okay, bye.
bye bye.